And look at that for a beautiful formation start. Jean Stampe and Maurice Bertongen met in the Belgian Air Force during the First World War. And in 1923 they formed their own company at Antwerp in 1933, producing the very first prototype of this aircraft, the Stampe SB4, designed as a trainer and won a contract to supply the Belgian Air Force with 300 of these aircraft. Starting off in a box formation, completing a 360-degree turn. As they go off to your right-hand side, number 2 and 4 will change formation to echelon 4. Aircraft joined the Belgian Air Force back in 1939, followed by another order of 600 aircraft for the French Air Force. 40 of those aircraft have been produced in Antwerp and by Farman in France, but few aircraft actually survived the war themselves. And as they pull up from that echelon formation, an absolutely delightful screen, giving you the opportunity to see what wonderful colour schemes these aircraft have. Following Richard now as they bend back over themselves in a tail-shaped formation, using all the air available, but keeping the formation and the entire display really, really close in and in full vision all of the time. It's one of their trademark abilities. An absolutely glorious sight. Forming the team into something of a round robin. Richard Ward started in aviation, in air traffic controller, alongside one of our colleagues helping us manage the air display here, Ian Revel, who had an early close relationship in flying aircraft and in managing air traffic up in the northern part of the United Kingdom. Ended up being best man at Richard's wedding. A really nice touch. Richard went on to fly Super Puma helicopters in the North Sea with Bristow's and Aberdeen, and then joined Air 2000 at Gatwick on the Boeing 757 and 76, but just loves flying Stampe. There's a plethora of Richards in this. In the second place, Richard Berliand. In third, Richard Meredith. And delighted to see joining the team today Roger Bishop, who sadly missed out yesterday. Reformating now, the team working hard, primarily using just hand signs, very few words to capture. I tested Richard this morning, he said it would be good to capture something, but very few actual vocal words spoken as they reconfigure now into swan formation. Richard leading in the red and white. Behind him, Richard Meredith, a retired school teacher. He flew with the University Air Squadrons. Didn't join the Air Force, sadly, but ended up in the Tiger Club and flew the Pilatus P2 Bucky Yeoman and, of course, the well-known Turbulent team as well. Richard Berliand inspired to take up aviation as they come past in swan formation once more. Red Hill, his grandfather. And this aircraft not to be confused with the Tiger Moth, which it frequently is. Of course, this rather different configuration, having a little tail wheel. And also this one luckily has brakes, whereas the Tiger Moth didn't. Over 1,000 of these were actually built, primarily used by the French Air Force, and didn't retire out of service until 1975. Diving in now. And a wonderful photographic photo to displaying the delightful colour schemes of all four aircraft. The sun just picking out the beautiful, beautiful designs on the top wings.
Next time we're going to do is get the instead.
Another good photographic opportunity coming up now. Richard steering them back in, straight through crowd centre again. Beautiful, beautiful photographic position. Really good formation, keeping these a huge amount of hours between them all. And of course, most of them being chums for a very long time as well. Stand by for the break. That is flying to 1,000 feet. To give you some solo aerobatics. So you know what to do when they're coming down the fly line from right to left. Big Mexican wave, airborne style as we. Steering from the front and following up. Roger to me absolutely superb station keeping, all the activity really close in. Now the rest of the team, 2, 3 and 4, giving you a wonderful waving pass by. Yeah, great opportunity here. Don't they look just absolutely glorious? Beautiful aircraft these. The stalwarts of aerobatic competitions both in France and the rest of Europe, much loved for the harmonisation and the light and effective controls. Those X-ray ailerons giving it just an improved roll rate over the likes of the Tiger Moth. And harking back to the great days of the Rockman formation team that operated 4 Stampe during the early 1970s prior to changes to pitch special. And the legendary Neil Williams became second in the final Lockheed Trophy, flying one of these very aircraft. Replicating the finest traditions of classical barnstorming aviation from the 30s and 40s. Absolutely extolling the virtues of close formation work in open cockpit biplanes. A delightful series of wing-overs from Richard there. Absolutely wonderful. Coming through now into a barrel roll. That's when you turn the aircraft around the outside of a great big beer barrel. Requires a fair amount of coordination, particularly in a slow-speed aircraft. Feeding that with another wing over. Slipping in an aileron roll there, now repositioning a lovely, huge, wide, arcing wing over to our left-hand side. Wonderful, wonderful display. Well coordinated design. back into the axis, running in now for another loop. Here we go, sheet coming on, it's putting up, it's not too excessive in this class of aircraft. Speed coming off, looking over your shoulders, checking the wings level, and then a little quarter clover turn away out to sea. Boot for the rudder, giving a gorgeous stall turn. Pulling up, almost complete for his final loop of the day. And just doing a little bit correcting on the way there. Oh, rolling out. And barrel rolling nicely out on the B-axis. And there was Richard just calling complete after an absolutely delightful piece of flying. I think you'll agree with me that